Okay, in this video we're going to do an unboxing of an ASUS notebook PC or laptop PC, whatever you prefer. This device is actually a Core i5 device. It's the second generation of the Core processors. And I got a pretty good deal on it. I bought the device for $479. With tax and everything, it actually came out to $505. I had a $5 off coupon from Best Buy where I bought it from. It originally would have been $510, so I got $5 off and paid $505 for this device, and I think I really got a good deal on it. The model number on this is K53E-BBR9. So without any further ado, let's open this thing up and see what we got in here. Let's cut this seal over here and open this up. Interesting box here, by the way. It says Eco Box, printed with soy ink, 80% post-consumer materials, 100% recyclable cardboard. So that's nice to know. Let's see, let's pull this out here. Now in this top piece here, it seems like we have some cords and the like in here. Let's pull this open. Let's see if I can get this in frame here. Okay, in this top section here is the battery. I believe this is a 6-cell battery. And let's put that to the side. Got one of the cords here and the adapter here. It's a power adapter, and that's pretty much everything that's in the box here. So let's put all that to the side. And let's see what's in the box here. Work it out of the box here. There we go. Let's take these off. These are just a pressed paperboard packing materials here, so they don't use styrofoam. And let's see if there's anything else in the box. Nothing else in the box. And here's the laptop itself. Let's open this up. It comes with documentation here: inspiring innovation, persistent perfection. That's ASUS's motto there. And it's a quick installation guide. Alright, let's unveil this here. Now this is a 15-inch laptop, or 15.6-inch laptop. And I already had an ASUS 15.6-inch laptop. And I had it for about a year, and I'm pretty happy with it. But I thought, why not? I could get a good deal on a new one, brand new state-of-the-art computer. Since I use it so much, why not? So I splurged and got another laptop here. Let's open this up. And you got your protective coating here. A little documentation here. It says, wait, if you experience a problem, make sure you call us before you return your purchase. So the device here, let's pull this plastic off of the top here. There we go. Now the laptop here, it's a brown color. Okay? And I don't know if you can see it here, but there's a texture to the palm rests here. Okay? And it's a matte finish. It's not glossy, so it's not going to be picking up any fingerprints. You have your touchpad here, which is a multi-touch touchpad, and you have two separate right and left mouse buttons here, which I like because the previous ASUS laptop that I have has just the one button, and I actually prefer the two buttons, and they're actually easier to press here. You have all your LED indicators down below the mouse pad here, the multi-touch trackpad, and you have your keyboard, full keyboard with a numeric keypad over here. The numeric keypad is a little bit condensed over here, but at least you still have all the keys there, and that makes that a nice thing to have. There's a texture to all of the face here where the keyboard is, and again, it's all pretty much matte finish, so that's nice that it's not going to be, picking up fingerprints. The screen is glossy though, so just keep that in mind, and the bezel on it is glossy as well. You have your webcam up top here. Let me see if I can get that into frame here. You have your webcam right up top here. I believe it's a 0.3 megapixel webcam, and your mic to the side there. You have your ASUS branding there, and you have your Altec Lansing speakers here. Now the one thing to note that's a difference between this computer and the previous computer that I had, there is no longer the ExpressGate quick boot up on this device, and to be honest, I'm not going to miss it because I thought it was a cool feature on the other device, but the actual operating system that it used was not even formatted for a wide screen, so everything was stretched out, and it really wasn't useful. It would be nice to have a quick boot, maybe like a Chrome OS quick boot in computers in the future, but I'll just be happy to boot straight into Windows 7 on this device. As I said, it's a Core i5. Let's close it up and show you the back of the screen here. Again, the same texture that's on the palm rest. You have your ASUS branding here, and it's a matte finish, so it's again not going to pick up any of your fingerprints, unlike the previous version I had, which was glossy and was a fingerprint magnet. So let's take a quick tour of the device here. On the left-hand side of the laptop here, you have your vents here. You have your DC in here. Now this was one of the things that I didn't like on this device straight out of the gate here. You actually have the plug in the middle right here of the laptop, in the middle of the left-hand side of the laptop. Normally that port is back here on the back end, which makes things a lot more convenient. So, you know, it's one of the things I don't like straight out of the gate on this, but it's not a deal breaker. You have your Ethernet in here, you have your VGA port here, you have an HDMI port here, and a USB 2.0 port right over here. On the front of the device, all you basically have, it's a tapered edge, you have a couple of vents on this end here, but you have your SD card or multi-card reader here. There is not a blank that fits in there, it's open, so hopefully it doesn't collect any dust in there, but that's where your SD card reader is up front here, or multi-card reader. On the right of the device, you have your DVD multi-recorder here, so that's your disk drive here. You have two more USB 2.0 ports here. You have a microphone in and a headphone jack here. Now on the back of the device here, you have the area for your battery, and we'll put that in a second. On the bottom here is basically a couple vents and your access point here for if you want to upgrade the RAM or the disk drive. I believe the disk drive sits right here. Only two screws here to unlatch here to get that open. So why don't we put the battery in now? Alright, let's see, I got the battery here. Now on the bottom here you have, like is customary on a lot of laptops, you have your latches here to lock it in. Right now it's in the unlock position. What I need to do is slide this battery in and then lock it down, so it's not going anywhere. So there we go. That is the ASUS K53E-BBR9. So let me give you a quick rundown of the full specs on this device here. Okay, here I am on the bestbuy.com website, and the first selection under ASUS laptops is the one that I purchased, the ASUS laptop with the Intel Core i5 processor, 15.6-inch display, 4 gigabytes of memory, and a 500 gigabyte hard drive. Let's click on this, and I'm just going to go over all the specs of the device. Now, let's scroll down here. It has a 6-cell battery, and here are the product features. Intel Core i5-2410M processor, which is clocked at 2.3 gigahertz, and it features 3 megabytes of L3 cache. Now the Intel Core i5, this is the next generation of the Core i5, so it's the most current Intel i5 CPU on the market right now. And if you know anything about it, it features a four-way processing, which is basically 2 cores, but they act as 4 cores. It has Intel's Turbo Boost technology, like I said, 4 gigabytes of DDR3 memory. It has the multi-format DVD plus and minus RW/CDRW drive with double layer support. The screen is 15.6-inch LED backlit high-definition screen with a 1366 by 768 resolution. The hard drive is a 500 gigabyte hard drive at 5,400 RPMs. It has built-in facial recognition, UMA graphics, built-in 0.3 megapixel webcam, the multi-format reader, so it's basically is a multi-card reader. It has 3 high-speed USB 2.0 ports. It has 802.11b, G, and N wireless for your Wi-Fi, and it has fast Ethernet LAN. It weighs 5.7 pounds and is 1.4 inches in thickness. Of course, it has Windows 7 Home Premium 64-bit edition on it, and there's some ASUS software that's included on the device. The battery is rated at about 5 hours. You probably get 5 hours out of a charge. The speakers on the device, my first impressions are that I really like the laptop. I like the build quality, it feels nice and solid. I'm used to the form factor because my previous ASUS laptop was identical, pretty much identical in size, and it had the smaller condensed number pad on the side, so I'm used to the keyboard. I'm really happy with the form factor. The only thing that I can say right off the bat with this device is that the speakers are not as good as my previous ASUS laptop were. The speakers sound a little bit muffled, but you can still watch YouTube videos and still listen to music on it just fine. I don't have any real issues with sound volume, even though it does feel a little bit muffled, but so far I haven't had any real issues with hearing anything on it. It's just that the quality is not quite up to par. If there's anything I'd have to say that's a negative on the device so far, is that the sound quality is not as good as the previous laptop that I had. So that pretty much covers it. There's nothing here that I haven't really mentioned or touched on before. ASUS makes great components. I've used them in the past when I built my PC. I used a lot of components from them, and this is my second ASUS laptop. I've been very happy with them in the past. So if you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. So that pretty much does it for this video. I will see you guys next time.